our sponge, rib, wooden trimming tool, and big trimming tool, small trimming tool, small loop tool, and our needle tool. We will also be using a little bit of clay to be holding together, or holding our lid to the wheel. So really similar to how we trimmed the other pieces, we're going to top center it onto the wheel. So if it's too wet, please do not tap center. All right, and then I'm going to take the needle tool. This one's gonna be a little harder to be doing this piece with because it's got a really awkward end on it. Oh, this right here. See where it hits the needle tool. So it comes around and it hits right about there. So we know we need to push right there. Really, really lightly though. Check again. Oh, she definitely just snagged, so we're going to tap center it again. This piece is a little bit dry, so we are not going to have fun wheel centering it. I'm gonna say that's pretty centered. Just to get on with my demo. We wanna make sure, I'm gonna hold this down. We're gonna get our wheelbase a little bit moist. I did not re-dip that in my water. It's just a little bit damp to make sure that my clay sticks to the wheel head when I go to connect it. I'm gonna make little sausages. I'm not pressing down on the clay. I am holding the clay down here so it doesn't move. Pressing down on the wheel head. Once again, doing it in a triangle around the clay, pressing down on the wheel head. And especially with the lid, I'm gonna be trimming most of it, so I wanna make sure that it's pretty close to the wheel head. Away from the lid. So I probably should have done these a little thinner. Over here. All right. And we're gonna get to trimming. So I'm gonna take my big trimming tool, hold on to my clay, and begin. Keeping my arm locked into my thigh, just like I do when I'm centering. Just keeping my arm really stable here. Now I'm not creating a foot, so I am just fully trimming this all the way. Because this is the top to my lidded vessel. So really, I'm just trying to picture how I want my lid. I kind of want it rounded, so I need to take all of this clay out. We're tapping to think about thickness. That doesn't sound like, you know, it's pretty hollow up here. And I don't want a heavy lid. because I do want to think about how I want to make sure that most of this clay is gone. I don't want it too thick. So I need to be really mindful about this. I'm cleaning up my area. We don't ever want the trimmings to get too heavy around here. Now I'm like, okay, I want to think about what is the form of my vessel. How would I like the lid to sit on top of that? Right. So I want it to kind of mimic how this comes in and out. So let this come in, bring this part in a little bit. Just have some fun with it. I can come through with my rib, kind of smooth things out. And then we're gonna throw the handle right on top of this. But this is how we trim out the lid, which when we threw was just a bowl that we measured exactly to our lidded vessel.